And we're on to exercise 16, which is a character on a pogo stick, and it's supposed to be a loop. So what I have here is my pogo stick, and I'm just going to show you the different parts. I have two parts, this top part right here and this bottom piece right here. So the idea is that I'll have the top part going down onto the bottom piece. And I'm just going to turn on my character here. And what I'm going to do now is scale down my pogo stick to match my character. Now, please note that I've never used a pogo stick before, and I've never seen it in my country. So, yeah, I watched a few YouTube videos to see how it works. So I'm hoping that I get this somewhat right. So now that I've scaled that down, what I'm going to do is animate each of these bit by bit. And I'm going to begin with animating the pogo stick, the top part of the pogo stick moving up and down. Okay, so we're going to get that up and down movement. And I think I am going to time lapse this bit. Like, I'm going to speed it up because, you know, it does get a bit boring when I'm trying to make decisions but then change them. So I don't want you guys to, you know, get bored watching all that. So yeah, I'm going to speed it up at some points here. All right, so let's get started here. I'm going to change the keyframe type, and yeah, I'm going to start animating the up and down movement of the pogo stick. And yeah, so that's all I'm doing here. Now that is done, I am going to now animate the pogo stick, the overall pogo stick, moving up into the air and back onto the ground. And again, it makes sense to animate each part of your object separately. So animate each piece bit by bit, and then you bring it all together near the end. With that now done, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to adjust the character to hold on to the pogo stick. So I'm going to adjust his legs to go on the feet rest here. I don't know what it's called. I'm just going to call it the feet rest. I'm going to put his arms on the handle of the pogo stick. All right. So I think I'm just going to adjust these bits here like so. Let me zoom out here and adjust this a bit more, and I think that looks okay. All right, so with that done, I am going to animate the character moving up and down along with the pogo stick. All right, and I don't have to do much because the character is grouped with the pogo stick, so it's already moving up and down. So what I'm actually doing here is just where the pogo stick is on the ground and then it moves up and down, I'm just animating the character moving up and down with the pogo stick, and then adjusting his arms and legs just to add a bit more interest. All right, so that's all I'm doing here. Nothing too complicated. That is done. I am going to animate the character blinking, and I've done the eye blinks more than one of, well, I've done eye blinks a lot in many of my tutorials. So if you don't know how to do eye blinks, you can go and watch some of those tutorials, right? So I'm going to fast forward this because you already know how to do it, or you should already know how to do it. But yeah, so that's all I'm doing here to add a bit more interest. Okay, so yeah, this is looking okay to me. So I think that is done. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this back and just to see if there are any mistakes, anything I want to change. And it's looking okay-ish. Yeah, I'm just going to adjust a few things here. All right, yeah, so here I'm just going to play it back and see. Yeah, I think I'm going to just adjust the arms and the legs. As you can see here, both the arms and the legs are moving at the same time, at the same rate or at the same speed. So I'm just going to offset that a bit so that each arm does not move at the same speed. And I'm going to do the same for the legs, as well as I'm going to animate the pogo stick, maybe rotating a bit, and maybe animate the straw moving up and down, okay, to add more life to the animation here. So we have the base of the animation done, but yeah, so once you're done with that, just go ahead and add more detail to add more interest to your animation. All right, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm just going to transition into the final thing here. And this is what I came up with, and I think I'm satisfied with this. That's it for this one. Remember to post your results on the Synfig forums, and I will see you in the next exercise.